Good afternoon to one and all. My name is B. Ashwin, class 9, A section from JNV Srikakulam. Today, me and my friends are going to tell about crop production and management. I tell about what are fertilizers and its advantages.
Good morning to one and all. My name is B. Sai Mokshita. I am from class 9. Today I am going to tell about the crop production and management.
Good afternoon to one and all. I am Bhagyashree from class 9, JNV Srikakulam. I am telling about the nutrients management.
Good afternoon to one and all. My name is Niharka of class 9 and I am telling about management.
Good afternoon to everyone. My name is B. Uhita of class 9A. I am telling about irrigation.
Let's start.
So now I am going to tell about the crop production. Here the production means is to produce. We can see that the producing of crops is just not a small thing. Before from the starting of the cropping and the ending of the cropping, it's not a simple thing to say. So here the crop production and management is a very difficult topic that I had choose there. And the farmers who are doing these properties, they use it to check whether the land is fertile or not, and the crop what they decide, and the climatic conditions of the particular season. And here the management is not get over at the time, but we have to take care of the full fielding properties that we have, which we had been taken at the Autocans map, and it has been cooperated with that the crop production management is too essential for the growth of every crop. So before choosing a crop for or designing a crop, we have to look after that whether this crop is suitable for the field or not, and we have to check whether the whether the crops we are taken are good or not. And here the management of that, after the completion of the crop, we have to check we have to pack the grains properly, otherwise it gets destroyed. Then the main thing is what we do is to pack nicely. Before packing the grains, we have to dry it up in the hot sun or anywhere which is comfortable for us. And for every this for the crop we eat, we have to gain the nutrients. Due to the nutrients we have eating the grains what we are going through. And the main use of the crops is to increase our health problems. Increase our healthiness towards that. And my friend will continue about the nutrition impacts.
Now I am telling about nutrition management. In nutrition management, now the humans are taking food from animals and plants. The plants are taking food from air and water. Air is producing carbon and hydrogen. Water is producing oxygen and hydrogen. Soil is producing 13 neutrons. micro and macro. Macronutrient is macro providing nitrogen, sulfur. Macro providing iron and zinc. These two are important for manure and fertilizer. Next, my friend was continue.
Manure. We all know about some points like when and how we use manure. Manure. It is a large quantity of organic matter and it supplies small quantity of nutrient to the soil. And manure is prepared by decomposition of plants and animals refuse, and it supplies and it involves the increasing the water holding capacity to sandy soil and clay soils, and it avoiding the water logging. And manure classified into 3 groups. First one is compost. This process which is form a waste material like livestock and vegetable waste, domestic waste, etc. is decomposed in bits is called composting. Next, vermicompost. Compost is also prepared by using earthworms. A hasten the process of decomposition in plants and animal refuse is called vermicompost. Third one is green manure. Some plants like sunhemp are grown then mulched by growing with the soil. The next, the green plants turned into green manure, which helps in enriching the soil in nitrogen and phosphorus is called green manure. Next,
The next topic is fertilizers. It is the second method of nutrient management commercial fertilizers are what are fertilizers? Fertilizers are commercially produced plant nutrients, and it supplies nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. And fertilizers are man-made and inorganic salts manufactured in industries and factories. And let us look types of fertilizers. There are so many types of fertilizers available in market, but majorly classified into 3 types. First one is nitrogenous fertilizers. Second one is phosphatic fertilizers. Third one is potassium fertilizers. Examples of nitrogenous fertilizers are urea and sodium nitrate. Second one is phosphatic fertilizers. Example is superphosphate. Third one is potassium fertilizers. Example of this are potassium chloride. And let us see what are the advantages to use fertilizers. It is easy to transport and use and store. It is essential. It ensures good vegetative growth and produce more yields. These are some advantages of fertilizers. And coming to what are the disadvantages of fertilizers. Continued use of fertilizers can destroy the soil, and because microorganisms in the soil was harmed by fertilizers. And excessive use of fertilizers can change the nature of the soil and make it too acidic. Sometimes fertilizers get washed away by excessive irrigation and not fully absorbed by plants. This remaining fertilizers leads to water pollution. And while we are using fertilizers, we should take precautions. And next, organic farming will be continued by method.
As we know that we are very familiar to this organic farming in present centuries, no one is using that organic farming, but in last decades that our ancestors used to follow the decorum of the organic farming. They used to cultivate their lands with very traditional tools and traditional things that which they get from dead leaves or dead plants, etc. But now in these days we are not using these type of organic farmings. Due to that, we are using chemicals like fertilizers, pesticides like that. Due to that, we are losing our health. We are very familiar that we are having so many cancers and we are having so many difficulties in health because of these. Why? Because this inorganic, the food we are taking is now inorganic, but the food we are taking with organic farming is just very good to our health, and which is very useful for us. And I want to share my personal experience that when I was a kid, my grandfather used to cultivate in a manner of organic farming. He used to go at morning and he used to go and one day I had asked my grandfather that why are you following these type of things? There is a lot of fertilizers today. In these days there is a lot of fertilizers. We'll get a good deal and we'll get a good quantity of food. But he had told me that due to that pesticides, the soil will lost this capacity, and the food we had in these days all the people had seen that the quantity of food, but no one seeing that the quality of food. The quality of food is very necessary. Why? Because the food we are taking is very important. The poison which we take at small amount also, it gives a big hazard, but a good thing what we had taken in the small amount also, it gives a lot of beneficial things. And I hope that organic farming is still was doing in some villages, and due to this organic farming we'll get a better health and by seeing all this, I had inspired that if there is a chance that I cultivate the land, I'll definitely go through organic manner, that which gives a special inspiration to these types of people who are doing it the fertilizers completely. And I hope it has get you a nice message. And at next the irrigation, my friend will come and she'll explain.
First, water is essential for every organism in the world. In India, agriculture practices are dependent on rain. That is the success of crop. The success of the crop mainly dependent on sufficient rainfall and timely monsoons during the growing season. And the poor monsoons will cause crop failure. In that time, we can supply the water under irrigation. First, irrigation. Irrigation means the process of supplying water to crop plants in fields. Supplying the water to plants in fields at certain stage and in certain requirements. This is called irrigation. And farmers are mostly use natural resources like ponds, wells, reservoirs, etc. India has a wide variety of resources, water resources, and India have varied climate. Under such conditions, we use irrigation systems. There are some common sources are there. That is the common sources are wells, canals, river lift systems, tanks. First one, wells. Wells are constructed by wherever groundwater is present for irrigation. There are two types of wells. First one, tube wells. Second one, dug wells. Next, canals. Canals are that water is drawn by rivers. The main canal divided into distributors. Distributors supply the water to group of farmlands or individual farmlands. Next one is river lift system. Wherever canal flow is not sufficient or irregular, in that time we can supply the water directly drawn from rivers for supplementary irrigation. Next one is tanks. Tanks are small storage reservoirs. అంటే ఆ రిజర్వేర్స్ చిన్న రివర్ ఫ్లో అయ్యే దాని దగ్గర కొంత అమౌంట్ అనేది స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటుంది. అక్కడ మనం ఈ ట్యాంక్స్ అనేది స్టోర్ చేసుకుంటుంది. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ there are two types of methods in irrigation. That one is traditional, modern method. In traditional method, rather more rakely chain pump are the methods. In modern methods, sprinkler system and drip system is there. Next, my friend will continue this.
So finally we had completed our topic and at conclusion. At conclusion, I would like to thank you all for supporting us and be cooperative with us. And my special thanks to our biology teacher Raghavedra also for giving us a great opportunity to explore ourselves. Thank you all.
అర్థమైందా లేదా అడగండి, డౌట్స్ ఉంటే క్లారిఫై చేయాలి ఎక్కడైనా.
If anyone have any doubts, you can ask.
ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ ప్లీజ్ బీ దేర్.
Sometimes we use fertilizers and sometimes we use manures. Which one is more better for crop?
ఆల్రెడీ
Okay, yes, your doubt is right, but here sometimes we use fertilizers, sometimes we use organic matter, but here sometimes we have to use the fertilizers. Why? Because it is necessary. But we continually growing the fertilizers in the same field, it will gonna be it loses its the soil fertility. So it is very organic for us to growing in an organic manner that I had said. But it gives a less quantity of grains. So, but if it is a less quality also, it is a good quality food. So we can use the manures, and sometimes if it is necessary when the rain is not in rainy seasons the rain is not good, and in that time we have to use.